Hi, everybody. Let's talk about the spiritual energy shifts and updates for this week, June 15 to 22, leading up to Solstice this Friday. Oh my goodness, it is the solstice. There's a lot of energy going on, so let's dig in. Now, we came off a full moon last week, and you were probably feeling a little unstable. And look what's been going on in the world. You have to realize that you're sensitive and you're going to pick up on things like that. So this week, and I'm just reading off my notes that I wrote for the Inner Temple of Healing and Wisdom that are posted on my website, kathyroseborough.com, right under the weekly energy shifts and updates. You can read it in full detail, but I'm going to take the highlights. This week is about constructive stability, very constructive stability. Now, why? Because the world's energy is something that each one of us as sensitive beings picks up on. And so to a greater or lesser degree, you're going to get thrown around by it. And don't let that happen. You don't need to go there. Constructive stability means, first of all, focusing on your own health and well-being, that of your family, that of your loved ones. Focus on that well-being first. And then we're going to dive into more about how this solstice is encouraging you to speak out into the world. For those of you that have soul mandates, gifts, and skills that are particularly aligned, those are the ones you've been assigned at birth. And we will find you bringing those out now. But you haven't had exactly all the clarity that you've required for that. We're not quite there yet. Over the last couple of months, we've been getting there, but really we need a little bit more, just a little bit more, several more weeks. We're going to hit into that summer constellation energy, and it'll make a lot more sense. But let's stay focused on this solstice this week. So right now, your body, number one, stability, body, lower legs, hips, both sides, sacrum, hips, tailbone, legs, knees, feet. Let's get some stability. I put a little exercise on YouTube for you to try. Slow it down always, because I have to do them fast because they're on those shorts. Slow it down, put some time into it. Connect the mind, the breath, the body. The mind, the breath, and the body, okay? So your business, your personal life, the sun at solstice, what it does is, because it is the, one of the most incredible alignments out of the quarters, there's the quarters of the equinoxes and solstices. This particular solstice is dissipating the cloud coverage of that has been surrounding you, where you can't see clearly where you're going. Like you have ideas, you have goals, but I'm going to tell you right now, they've been modified. Your mandate has been modified over the last few weeks by your soul, by the universal divine. You'll say, why? Well, it's because of what's going on in the world. So there's tweaks and modifications that have taken place. Now, those modifications, you're going to get greater insight to them this week. Now, the best thing you can do is stay out of the chaos, stay out of the noise. Set yourself down and allow yourself to review your tools that relate to your goals and dreams, professional, personal, whatever those are relating to your life. You're going to have to look at them again, draw out of them the sort of like the greatest strengths, and watch for the things that you've been kind of defaulting to an old way of thinking. You know, it's like when you've been doing business for a long time and you've been in business for years and you've been used to doing things in a certain way. I'm telling you that it's not going to work. You have to establish a new frame and like your new framework, your new foundation, and think outside the box. It's a new paradigm of mind. You have to be allowing yourself to trust, intuitively trust that which you're receiving, be it in the form of images or thoughts or concepts, constructive ideas. You have to trust them. And so you're going to be bringing them down very differently. And I'm talking about right across the board, personal and professional. Now, people are scrambling to learn AI. Okay, so AI is intellectually driven for changes to the masses. I'm just going to touch on it briefly. If you're in industries that require that, you're going to have to learn it. If you're not, and again, these are like, I'm sort of being cautious, but I'm also saying you have to move ahead with understanding and stay up to date, but don't let it take over your own inner self. Remember, you have an inner master, you have inner concepts and ideas and extraordinary mind connections that you don't let technology push that out of the way. Your mind comes first. The AI tools come second if you're going to choose to use them. Likely you're going to have to in a lot of industries, not all of them, but you're going to have to use them for some. Biggest thing I want to say, calm down. Calm down. We're in a very constructive planning time. There's a lot of stability that is taking place as we head into the summer solstice, which is in the northern hemisphere, in the northern hemisphere. It is the longest day of the year in terms of sunshine. And in the southern hemisphere, they're going into winter. So whether you are north or south of the equator, you'll have to adjust with your daytime or suntime hours. But a solstice is a solstice is a solstice. It's what's going on the planet at this time. You have greater access to your enlightened self-reasoning, logic, practical application, and intuitive accessibility to your higher skills and gifts. Use this time wisely. Spend time. Stand back, get out of the noise, and use this time. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Now, you're going to have, some of you, a strong calling for your personal mandates. A lot of you are going to have a strong calling, whether that be into a service or product into humanity, or you feel you have a calling. Answer the call, but don't forget, you're only as healthy and strong in answering that call as you are within yourself. So you have to, in tandem, look after and pay attention to that which needs to be developed inside of you. So engaging in spiritual practices is key. You've got to have the spiritual practices because you have to be able to clear your clutter in your intellectual self and your emotional baggage. Remember, everything that's out there right now, which is misaligned to the truth and light, everything that is bombarding at you is going to try to destabilize you. Now, to avoid that, to stay out of that, you strengthen who you are. You understand? You strengthen who you are. You stay out of the chaos. You stay out of that lower consciousness. Okay, so don't forget to try, I'll just wrap it up here. Don't forget to try the little short exercise that is on YouTube. You can read a lot deeper into the meaning of the message this week and moving up into solstice. I'll talk about solstice next Sunday as to what happened and how it's going, what do you do from there. So check out kathyroseborough.com. You can look at, and I'll spell it. It's Kathy, Roseborough, ROSEBOROUGH.com. Check out under weekly energy shifts and updates. And I hope you enjoy this week. It is a very good week. It's very productive, but it does require you to master over your emotional body and stay aligned with the insights you receive that are very constructive. They have been modified. Yes, your mandate has been modified slightly for some people and quite significantly in others. Okay, I look forward to hearing from you. Please feel free to comment, send me messages, tell me your story. I can share, and I look forward to it. Take care.